Hello, my little YouTube friends. It's Birdie here, the recycled hippie chick. Okay, I only have like 2 pages and the back cover left of my DARS 63 inspired journal, so I'm itching to get that finished. So today we're going to work in that. This will be we're doing a series, a DARS 63 inspired series. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be series number 7 in our videos, and I already gessoed my surface so you wouldn't have to watch paint dry. So I have gessoed my surface, and I'm going to start sticking stuff on. First, before I do that, I really wanted to put this on the back page. A friend of mine, I think it was Tiffany, sent me this adorable, very old set of either old magazine images or something glued on a piece of heavy cardstock, and the back has an old postcard, I suppose, or a card cover. So I was really thinking about putting this on here somehow, and then I flipped it over and like, dang, I don't want to destroy that to cut out these 2 girls. So what would you guys do if you were wanting to use something that had something on both sides? I thought about maybe gluing some cloth hinges on it and just putting it in, you know, like a spare page. What do you think about that? I mean, I really have a hard time with things like this. Some girls just rip this stuff apart and use it, but see how her dress is behind hers? I just have a hard time. I don't want to separate them. I don't know. I like things as they are sometimes. So I was just wondering what you guys would do. No, Tiffany, Southern Gals Designs, you cannot comment on this because you would just rip this baby up and paint it black and layer it in. And of course it would look wonderful, but I can't do it. It's not in my makeup. So anyway, those of you who are not easily destructible, let me know what you would do with this cute little page. Okay, let's get started. I found a few little things here that just gibbles and bits that I want to, what do we have here? That I just want to get rid of that are sitting on my table. Couple birds, I guess I'll only use one because they're both the same. Napkin pieces. I found a little chunk of hanky, another piece of a napkin, and this cute little tab that I have sewn at some point or another. So I thought about using all of them, so I'm going to use this as my inspiration in paint colors or whatever we use. So first I'm going to just grab out of my little basket here. I'm just going to grab out some different things that might have some color on it, and we'll go ahead and collage a little bit in the background to get started, and then we'll see what we come up with. And I'm just not thinking, I'm just pulling stuff out of here just to get some stuff on the page. Okay, so I'm going to put my colorful things to the side, and we'll collage these little doodads down, and we'll see where that gets us. Okay, what are we going to use? What's going to be our drug of choice today? Let's use this runny tacky glue and get it on its way. There we go. Okay, how have you guys been? You guys, I appreciate all your comments to me. I mean, it gets to where I feel like I know you guys, and it's like when you get into this little YouTube thing, it turns out to be almost like a little family, and I just so appreciate that. I really, really do. of course, you guys probably get to know my personality because, you know, I'm an open book. I probably spout off and tell more than I should, but I'm I'm glad you get to know me. And it's funny because sometimes somebody will say something and I'm like, whoa, they don't even know me. How do they figure that out? Well, then I realize, oh, well, I just tell my whole life story on video. Of course they can figure it out. So it's kind of exciting for me. It really is. And I love everybody's comments and words of encouragement and blessing that you love God like I do. And it's cool. And that we're all over the country or world. I really don't know that I have anybody here from another part of the world, but it's amazing that we are so far apart, but yet have the same desires and thoughts and things like that in our heart, and that we can come together. It brings joy to me. It really does. And I can see where some people who can't or aren't into doing things that are artsy or whatever, um, I can see where they enjoy just being on here for the fellowship and just watching somebody do something and getting to know them and biding their time. Maybe somebody can't get around or is homebound or whatever. It's entertainment for you. Lord knows I would love to be your entertainment. I know I'm my husband's entertainment. That's for darn sure. That's for darn sure. So let me tell you what I've done so far today. So far today, I was going to get up early. I get up early, and I've probably already said this, get my husband off to work, and then I go back to bed because whatever's wrong with me, I'm just exhausted all the time, even when I shouldn't be. So today was going to be a different day. Today I was going to get husband off to work, and I was going to stay up, and I was going to be ready when the tag office opened, and I was going to go get some title work done on my Volkswagen bus that I'm selling. And I was going to run to the health food pantry and get some fly spray for the horse, and just do some little things like that before my horse farrier got here to trim the pony's hooves. So I got up and I got my husband off and I went back to bed. It's like sometimes as hard as you try, you can't make yourself function. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm not sure about this Lyme thing and everything. I just don't know. But it's like functioning is not happening today. So I went back to bed, and of course then I go back to bed and I have these guilt dreams, and I toss and turn, and my mind goes in 1,000 directions, and I can't sleep. I'm exhausted. My brain says I'm exhausted, but I can't sleep. It's just the craziest thing. So I'm laying there thinking, oh, I really should be getting everything done, and my mind goes crazy. So then I end up getting up at about 9, and I think, well, I'll go to the health food store and get the fly spray for the animals, and then I'll come back and I'll do the horse trimmer lady, and then I will go back to town and do the title work on the Volkswagen. So I run to the health food store, and on my way back, my horse farrier texted me, and she said, hey, my 11 o'clock was a no-go. Is it okay if I go ahead and come on over? And I'm like, well, I'm on my way back from town, but, give me a 10-minute drive and come on over. So she met me here and trimmed the horses, trimmed the pony feet, and then I went back to the tag office, which is only about, probably a mile and a half from my house. And I get to the tag office. You know, you have to sign in now. You can't just go to the tag office. You have to call, give them your number. They put you in line. They text you telling you how many people are in front of you and yada, yada, yada. And it tells me I have 15 minutes to head to the tag office. So I head to the tag office and I get there and I realize that Nimwit Birdie has left her wallet in the art room. So I turn around and run back home. I get my wallet, I head back in there, and then they're telling me, you've got one person in front of you, you've got like 2 minutes, and I'm like, bull butter. There is no way I have 2 minutes. I've never stood there and let the little gal do my paperwork and it took 2 minutes. I mean, it always takes at least 30. So I just sit there and watch my YouTube videos and wait and know I'm going to be fine. And I check my status again. It says I'm 1 minute before I have to go to the counter, and 20 minutes later, my 1 minute turns into 20 more minutes, and I check again and it says go to window 1. So I head in and I do my 35 minutes of paperwork, and it was the 3rd time I've been in there trying to make sure I have everything, because never ever do I have everything they need. They always tell me each time there's something else I'm missing instead of telling me all at once what to bring. It's like they tell you a different item each time. But this time was it. I had everything I needed except for my wallet, but I got that. So mission complete. I got to, oh, my lid is not shut, and I just shook my paint everywhere. Anyway, everything is done, and I can sell my bus, do what I need to do next. I need to get some gravel for the driveways, and I need a few more pieces of siding to go on the house, and my husband's truck that he uses around the property is needing a transmission overhaul, and so all these things that the bus money has to buy, I'm thankful for, because it's like when you're not working, when you aren't working because of health issues or whatever, you have to really rely on God, because that money that I used to make is not there. But you know what? He always comes through. And about the time stuff goes out, somebody wants to buy a vehicle, or you've got a vehicle to sell, or a jet ski or whatever, and sure enough, the money comes in for what you need. That's just the way God works in my life. He's always had favor on me like that. And so it gets to where I just sit back and don't worry about what needs to come, because I know the Lord will make a way for it. So I'm so very, very thankful to Him for how He takes care of us. Look at me. Look at me just talking and throwing paint down like I know what I'm doing. And I don't. But look, I'm not overthinking anything. That's probably, whoops, I just want a little bit of glitter on there, and boy do we have glitter. That's one thing I hate about these sprays, is they clog up and you end up not being able to do what you want to do with them. That's the only thing I hate about them. Let's get a baby wipe and dab some of this up. I thought maybe that was going to be a little more pink than it is, but I do like the little glitter that's in it, so. I put me a new painty paper down today, so I'm excited to get it all painted up. I love painty paper. Love, 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 love it. Love it. Okay, now, let's see here. Let's see what what would happen if we just did some black on there? And then some water. I had a spray bottle of water, and it's nowhere to be found, so here's a little water brush. I kind of like to smush this black around, but no spray bottle to do that. But I love the way it's kind of getting all in the cracks of that pattern paper. So I'm liking that. I'm kind of nervous because my little flippy flops have cute little paint on them, and I don't want all this wetness on there. Okay. Now, that was fun. Now I have a really cool baby wipe here I can use another time with that color on it. Let that dry. Won't that be cool? Look at that. Love it. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Let's go ahead. Boy, I don't know. Are these even going to show up over that black? Let's go ahead and put these on. Seriously, I think I put Mod Podge in this bottle because it is so runny and it's really not that hot in here today. So I'm thinking that I've put Mod Podge in there. That is certainly not tacky glue. So I'm going to smear some of this on to get this little birdie going. Anyway, that's been my excitement today, but that is done, so I am ready to just calm down and chill and hang loose the rest of the day. I'm hoping when my husband comes home, maybe he'll just want to take a nap and we can go in and take a nap today. That's what I'm hoping. I don't know. I like my husband to nap with me. I don't know why. It drives me nuts when I sleep with him and he snores and everything else, but I like it when he's there. You guys have that craziness too? And I'm usually not a napper, except for whatever's happening makes me, I don't know. It's just got me perplexed. Okay. Let's see here. This is really just another layer because this is not going to be like a focal. Don't you think? That's just kind of blending in. What should I do next? I'm thinking about... I'm just going to keep adding layers till something excites me. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm gonna do. There we go. Put that on there. I could have sewn it, but I'll just glue it on because I think I'm gonna sew this one down here or staple it. You know, I'm just gonna staple it. Sewing is so overrated right now, right? I'm choosing to do it at the bottom because I've been putting them at the top up till now and I don't hardly have anything at the bottom, so that's That's what I'm going to do. Okay, here's my little tab. Now, I'm going to put some gesso on here. I don't know. I really am stepping outside of my boundaries right now. This is not normally what I would... I'm not caring. I'm just putting layers on here till I like it. I may just keep covering it up over and over and over. I don't know. But I'm just in the mood to not care today, so that's what I'm doing. I'm just not caring, and I'm hoping something wonderful turns out of the not caringness. Bye, birdie. It's leaving. It's disappearing under there. Bye, flowers. I don't know what's happening. I'm going with my gut. We'll see where it leads us. I still have to do my 5-minute ugly art challenge. I haven't done it. I still have to do... I kind of like that. Flipping up like that. Just leave it like that. I still have to do my... what do you call it? Scavenger hunt from Lisa Good Art. And for this week, I have other things I need to be doing, but I just wanted to sit and do some nonsense in my little DAR 63 book. Now what? Now what should we do, guys? Oh boy, I might have got myself into a pickle here. Well, I've got some of these got some little stencils over here. Some little botanicals we could put on there. Let's just try that. Let me get some... What's this color? This is Midnight Blue. Don't I have one of those... What's this one? Black. We'll just use this one. Whoa, 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 whoa. That may not be any good. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, now let's get us a sponge. That's awfully oily, and it says it's a water soluble. So I'm not sure what it is. I'm sure I got it at a garage sale or something. I don't even know that I've used it. Or my friend Terrell, she gives me some of her cast-offs. And could be from her. But it's working. That's all that matters. Look at there, look at there. Let's do some painty paper here while we're get rid of this paint. It's almost like oil paint. Now I'm going to end up with another piece of paper that's wet that I don't want to lay my journal on. Okay, let's just flip this one. There we go. Now what to do, what to do. What? I can't hear you. I need your ideas. And I can't hear you. Oh, stamp, you said? Okay. Let's put some stamps on there. Goodbye, hanky. I just kind of covered the hanky up, didn't I? There we go. Okay, now what shall we do? You know what I think I'm going to do with it? I mean, I can kind of see that bird in there. I think I'm going to stop and sit on this one and come back to it at another time and see. I'm feeling a word right there, but other than that, I'm not feeling nothing else. And I don't know if I shut my video off and come back that I'll like it how it is. It's kind of a red hot mess right now, but I'm feeling a word right there, and that's it. So I'm just going to stamp the word should I say wild or wilderness? Because it is wild. And it looks like this little bird's hiding in the wilderness. Let's start with wild and see how much room it looks like it gives us. Oh goodness, that may not work. That's a smush. Maybe I better let it dry. It is wet. Okay, I'm just gonna, I'll wait and I'll put a word on it next time we do the next page. If I remember. Who knows? I don't even know what I did with the W that I didn't like. Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm gonna call it good for right now and sit on it and see what transpires the next time I come and look at it, okay? Well, there we go. Thanks for sitting with me through my wilderness mess. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the evening. What's for supper? I have no idea. I think we're just going to have a hamburger and a salad. I made this really wonderful looking cabbage soup that I saw on Facebook yesterday and made this great huge pot of it, and it was disgusting. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the rest of it. I bagged it up into little portions, and I may give it to an elderly friend of mine, my little Nani girl. She will just eat absolutely anything. But I think the flavor that was in it that we didn't like was bay. It called for a bay leaf, and we took the bay leaf out, but it was not a flavor that either one of us were excited about. So our hamburger cabbage stew soup slash slop did not turn out good. So anyway, I think we're just going to do hamburger and a salad tonight. So here's my wonderful wild mess, and I love each and every one of you, and I pray that each one of you is healthy and happy, and most of all, I hope you're saved, because even if we're not healthy and happy, we know where we're going in the end, and that's what I'm excited about. So anyway, God bless each and every one of you. Bye-bye from Birdie.